Welcome to this beginner's guide to postmodernism presented by Carmen Croft, where we will explore its key concepts, theorists, and impact on culture and media in a simple, clear way. Postmodernism emerges both as an aesthetic style and a theoretical position rooted in post-structuralism. It contrasts with modernism, rejecting its emphasis on order, reason, and universal truths, favouring instead playful, fragmented, and ironic approaches. Postmodern art and culture challenge rigid codes, expert knowledge, and moral certainty, embracing pastiche, multiplicity, and cultural hybridity. The theoretical perspective also reflects social changes. Knowledge and society are fragmented into mini-narratives rather than unified grand narratives. Postmodernism thus encourages critical engagement with culture, questioning authority, celebrating diversity, and examining the instability of meaning across art, media, and social life. Lyotard highlights the decline of grand narratives, stating that the grand narrative has lost its credibility, regardless of what mode of unification it uses, and regardless of whether it is a speculative narrative or a narrative of emancipation. Knowledge fragments into mini-narratives, reflecting diverse perspectives and subjective interpretations. Baudrillard focuses on media and consumer society, emphasising simulation and hyperreality, arguing that consumption is an order of signification. Signs circulate as a code, shaping identity, pleasure, and perception, often masking underlying reality. Together, Lyotard and Baudrillard illustrate how postmodernism destabilises truth and authority, revealing how culture, media, and consumption construct social meaning. Postmodernism shapes media through repetition, remix, and surface aesthetics. Andy Warhol's pop art exemplifies the transformation of everyday objects into cultural icons, emphasising playfulness, irony, and repetition. Films employ pastiche, combining genres, styles, or narratives to disrupt linear storytelling and challenge conventional meaning. For example, films such as Pulp Fiction disrupt linear storytelling by blending genres, references, and narrative styles. Advertising constructs desire and identity through symbols, branding, and visual codes rather than reality. Together, these examples demonstrate postmodernism's influence, showing how culture, media, and capitalism interact to create a world where images, signs, and spectacle dominate perception and interpretation. Postmodernism faces critiques regarding definition, timing, and scope. Its meaning is debated, with Bowman arguing that incoherence is the most distinctive among the attributes of postmodernity. Historical boundaries remain unclear, with some seeing it as extending modernism rather than replacing it. Neo-Marxist critics, particularly Jameson, argue that postmodernism is inseparable from capitalism, stating that every position on postmodernism in culture is necessarily and implicitly or explicitly political stance on the nature of multinational capitalism. Others question whether its effects venture beyond elite or media-focused spheres. Globalisation intensifies this through cultural homogenisation, with Ritzer arguing that if the world were less McDonaldized, people would be better able to live up to their human potential. Despite debate, postmodernism remains a critical lens for understanding art, media, and society.